Today I'm going to introduce you to Solidwork software, and today we shall cover in this introductory video we shall be covering the interface of Solidworks, the different tools and the different menus. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is CadCamAerodx, for more tutorial videos. Now we know Solidworks software is a powerful 3D design software that helps you to do your CAD models, help you to do your FEA models, that is final element analysis models. When you design your model, you subject it to real life situation, and it will give you a response that the part you design will actually respond in a real life situation. As you all know, SolidWorks is a mechanical design automation software. It is a feature-based 3D software. It's a parametric solid modeling design tool which takes advantage of the easy to learn Windows graphical user interface, that is the GUI. You can create a fully associative 3D solid model with or without constraint, now without proper dimension, while utilizing the automatic or user-defined relation, which will help you to capture your design intent. Design intent is a picture you have in mind that your part should look like. That is design intent. Well, as we all know, SolidWorks software, this is how it look like. We'll go back to the SolidWorks platform. This is a SolidWorks software. This is the user interface. This is version 2018. Other versions are almost the same, but SolidWorks has different versions. If you have your SolidWorks installed in your laptop, if you double click on the icon on your laptop, on your desktop, you will to open this first interface for you. This is what you definitely encounter first. If you want to get access to the working environment, come to either file, this drop down menu to get a new file from here, or you can simply click this new document icon. When you click on it, this dialog box will open for you. If you are dealing with parts, sketching or designing a part, you click on this part and say okay. If you are designing assembly, the parts you have designed, you want to assemble them, you have a complete system, click on this assemble to have the platform, the tools that enable you assemble your parts. If you want to do a 2D drawing, to label your drawing, come to this drawing and say okay. Now you are starting with part, you click on part, you say okay, you wait for the interface to open. This is how SolidWorks interface look like. I'll go back to that picture. I show you this is how SolidWorks interface look like. The first bar here, the menu on top, you have a drop down menu. It's a drop down menu. Why is it a drop down menu? It's a drop down menu because if you click on the items here, click on it, it will drop down, revealing other tools below. It is a file just like in a normal MS Word package. When you click on the file, it will give you access to how you can save as to print. It give you access to recent file. If you're looking for a part you've drawn in recent time, come to this recent properties, you will find them. Click on them, you will find them here. If you drop down menu, click on this edit, it will give you access to other tools just like that. That's why it's called a drop down menu. You come to this side, see this is e-drawing. This one if you want to check anything online, but I advise you strongly, when you have your SolidWorks software on, do not on your internet. it will block the license of the installation and you may not get access to it. Don't you on your internet. Don't on your internet. Now the second menu here is a standard menu. It's a standard menu. Standard menu comprises from it's just like the icon from the drop down menu. This is for new, open, save, how you can print, undo, how you select, rebuild, and option. This option here you get to customize your you get to customize your desktop if the tools you want to work with, if they are not on the desktop, you come to this option and click customize. Click customize, get access to different toolbars. Like for instance, if I click this drawing toolbar, now it has come up there. If you check it, it will appear in the desktop. If you uncheck it, it will go off. That is how the customize option give you access to bring the tools that are not found on the interface. Or you can simply right click on any of these icons. You go down, you see the one you are looking for. If they are here, you can look for it, or you go down to this fly out to click to check for customize. You can call it customize or customize menu to give you access to other tools that are not found on the interface. Now go back to a different menu. Use a command manager. Command manager. Command manager is a dynamic tool palette to give you access to all the working documents of Solidworks. Any document you want to work with must have its own unique command manager. Now, command manager have these different tools. If you come to features, feature will give you all these other access to tools, different like tools like extrude boss, revolve boss, this swift boss, swift boss, located boss, boundary, core, extrude core, hole wizard, sweet and the like, all of them linear pattern fillets and the like reference geometry here. You come to sketch. Command manager will provide access for you to get the sketch tool box or tool menu. You want to sketch in 3D, you come to here, select 3D, normal sketch, you sketch from here. Anything you want to do before you do in SolidWorks, you must sketch before you start drawing, or before you can be able to model a part. You must sketch first. You come to smart dimension. If you want to sketch, you want to dimension your part, come to smart dimension. You access to line, different types of line. Have a line and center line. Here you have different rectangle, corner rectangle, center rectangle, and the like. Have slots, different types of slots here. Have circles, different circles. Have arcs, have different arcs. Have polygon, spline, have ellipse, have sketch fillet, have points. If you want to make a reference point in your drawing, you pick this point to locate out. If you want to write any text, want to put an inscription on your design, assuming you design anything for manufacturing, you put an inscription for it. Want to open a plane, new plane, you have want to trim, do away with some parts of your sketch to enable you model your part, to trim here, convert entities, have offset, mirror, want to mirror, linear pattern, moving entity, all of them, all these platforms, these two are found on the sketch menu under command manager. If you are designing sheet metal software modeling, have their own tools here. If you are doing sheet metals, have your own tools here. You have weldment, direct editing, evaluate, beam express, office products. Like for here, if you want to design any part and you want to simulate it, like I tell you, want to carry out a FEA analysis, as final element analysis, you come to simulate, where you get access to simulation tool. Here you will find out from office product, or you come to this option come to this add in. You click this add in, you get your access to your simulation tool here. You click on it, it will appear on the user interface. Now, before we can be able to utilize most of the tools on the command manager, when we start our examples, you will understand better on how to use them. Now, this other menu, this other vertical menu here, you go back here. This menu is called the feature manager, or otherwise you can simply call it a design tree palette, where all the design, all that you have done on this other graphical area is found here. Anything you have done to, you have designed, anything you have sketched, it will appear on this feature manager. That's why I call it feature manager. Show you all the features you have applied to your design, how they have been applied. It will show you in a sequential order. You have origin. If you want it here in the feature manager, give you access to plane, different types of plane. Before you sketch anything on Solidwork, you must select the plane on which you are to sketch on. If you are sketching a part and you want to start from the right plane, you come to this right plane and click on it. You will sketch before you get access to this sketch platform, or this sketch plane on the graphical area. Before you start sketching, you undo. If you want to sketch on top plane, you sketch that. You click on top plane. You click on sketch. Before you start, get access to this top plane to sketch your part. If you want to sketch from front, you have it, do the same. Now, if you design your part, you want to apply a material selection. Come to this material, you right click on it, come to edit material, you wait for the material palette to open, you select. Assuming you have different types of material. You have steel, iron, aluminum, everything. Anyone you select. For instance, you are designing a steel, a carbon steel of this type. You click on it, you apply and close. That's how to select your material selection. When we start our sketch, the next video, the next tutorial, when we start our exercises, that's when we'll get to utilize all that we are doing here. Now, go back to this other menu. You have this view toolbar. This is a view toolbar. View toolbar comprises of this normal here. You want to view from front, want to view apart from back, view it from left, view from right, view from top, view it from bottom. Have symmetric, diametric, and the like in this place. That is all for that. That is all for that. Now, if you want to, this other area is called the graphical area. Graphical area is the part or the portion where all the activities you do designing that involve designing your part is being displayed. That is where the model is being displayed. This is where you get access to your model. Anything you are doing and you want to design, this wider area is called the graphical area, where you do all your modeling and manipulation. Now, this other palette is called view orientation or view palette. When we start exercises, you will know how to use this very well. Now, this other part is called the task pan. Task pan, you get access to all engineering tools. You click on this place, click on this task pan, it will extend. Now, if you design a part and you want to collect some engineering features, Like for instance, you click on this tool, click on this design library. Yeah, you want to get access to something like knots, some fasteners. You get access to them here. You want to collect the nuts, collect a bolt or bearing or any transmission engineering item. You come to this place to click anyone you want. You can get access to bearing of different types. See the bearing here. Have bolts and screw. Have keys, nuts, O-ring, pin, power transmission. You click on it, you get chain wheel, gears, different engineering and washers. So that's what is all in the task plan. Give you access to engineering or built-in facilities or material or engineering tools that will help you to do your design. If you want to go out of here, simply click outside, it will go up. Then for us to properly know what this view palette or this view tools all about, let us start a simple sketch. Let us pick a top view and sketch. Whenever explain this view palette, we want to start with a top plane. We click on it, sketch. The top plane has been displayed. Now come to sketch. Let us draw a cylinder. You come to circle, pick your circle. Here you want to start from origin. You can start from anywhere. Let us start from origin for the sake of this tutorial. Start from here. You drag. You can simply put the dimension of your circle from that small board that provided you. Then you can use, you don't want to directly put the diameter from there, you can say okay, to go away from this tool, this effect, using my cursor, have something like a pencil and something like a circle at the bottom. Shows you that any tool you pick, your cursor will definitely change, and it will change representing or showing you the feature you or the tools you are working with. To go off from this circle tool, either you press escape key on your keyboard, or you simply right click here and select, or you go and click back on that tool. Now I want to pick smart dimension. To mention my circle, I click on a part. It will give you access to put your dimension. Now I want to put 100 millimeters. 100 millimeters. Now I've dimensioned my circle 100 millimeters. Why is it 100 millimeters? Now if you open your Solidwork, you must you must endeavor to select the units you are working with. Come to this task bar, you select this that unit palette. Click on the flyout to give access to different units. Now you can decide to work with meter, kilogram, second, centimeter, gram, second. Now the default unit is millimeter, gram, second. That is the one you are working with. That is millimeter. You can also choose inches, pound, second. Any unit you are working with or you will prescribe, be directed to use in your design, you will have access to it there. Now when you sketch your part properly, in this task bar to show you that okay, your sketch is fully defined. If you sketch it wrongly, it will tell you, it will show, definitely show a red sign here showing you that your sketch either is over defined. If it is over defined, you cannot do anything on it until you make it fully defined or undefined. Now if you want to go off from this sketch tool, smart dimension, either I will click back on it, my cursor will now change back to normal cursor. Now you can use your middle mouse button to rotate your model, middle mouse button. I will show you, I give you shortcut to mouse, shortcut to how to use your keyboard, or shortcut command to Solidwork. You can use one of them. You can use your middle mouse button, that scroll button. You can press it down and rotate and orbit your model. Now I want to make this circle a cylinder by coming to features, extrude board. I want to put a volume to it. Remember, note this, any tool you click from this command manager, it must open its dialog box, giving you access to put your input parameters to effect to make sure you capture your design intent. Now, the design intent of this scale is to make a cylinder of the length of a height 100. I'll come to this place, the depth of my cylinder. I'll click on it. I put 100 and I'll say okay. How do I want to extrude it? Also, you provide with option. Want to extrude up to a surface of, assuming you have done many surfaces and you want to extrude one of the part to the other surface, you have access to the vertex, up to the surface, offset from surface, up to the bottom, up to the button or the body. You have it there. I will click this mid plane. Mid plane means I want to extrude my model from the center halfway to each side. Choose mid plane. That means I want to extrude it from the point of the origin half to this side and half to this other side. That is how I want to extrude my model. I'll say okay. Now your cylinder has been modeled properly. Now to explain this view palette, I want to zoom fit. Assuming you mistakenly zoom out so that your model cover your graphical area and you don't know what to do, simply click on this zoom fit. Zoom fit will bring it to a normal appearance for you to see all your model in a clearer view. As you want to view a particular part, to zoom to area, you zoom that area, click on this icon. Any area you want to zoom, you click on it, it will zoom for you. Click on it, zoom for you. To go from that place, you come to zoom fit. You want to view your previous view, you come to this previous view. The previous view was that zoom fit, that zoom to area. Yeah. You want to go back to your previous view, come to that previous view, go zoom fit to enable you to see it. Then this section. Now I want to section my part. Section is just like when you are on a graduate or you are year 1 or year 2 of engineering undergraduate. Actually, when you were given assignment on engine drawing, they will ask you to draw a particular part showing the section view. Section view means you draw that part, cut it into half, revealing the inside. Now we want to make use of that section view here. You can try to section it anywhere. Now my section has been automatically sectioned into two vertically. Now you can try to section it anyhow you want to section it halfway. I try to section it from any part. Now I want to section it from the front. That's why I have this front. You can choose from there, choose any angle. I told you that any part you click, any tool you pick, you click, you make effect a palette or a dialog box of that tool will appear for you, provide input parameters section for you to put. I now say okay. Now my cylinder has been sectioned into two. Now I can have access, assuming I want to do anything inside here, I can have access to the inside here. Now when your part is under section, come to the section tool. You can see it is highlighted. If you want to go back to see your full model, you simply click back on the section view. Now you have your complete cylinder. Yeah, because you have your complete cylinder. Now if I want to draw sketch on top of this cylinder to preview more property inside, I will click here on sketch. Tell you before you do anything, you want to draw, work on any part, you must click on that part you want, that particular area you want to sketch. You click there and sketch, then come to this view panel, view menu, click on this normal, make it normal to you, make that part you want to sketch normal to you so that you can have access to it very well. I want to pick a circle again. I want to bore a hole at the center of this circle, of this cylinder. I'll draw here, I'll put here 30 directly. Now I have a 30 cylinder circle at the center of this my cylinder. Now I want to extrude, I want to remove this part, showing you the difference between extrude board. Extrude board means to add the volume, and extrude cut means to cut that volume by that dimension. I want to cut this part, cut this portion of that my second circle. I want to cut it through all. Through all means to cut across that surface, or you can simply put drag from here, put on drag from this this area. I've already selected through all. That is why it's not selected. That means I say okay. Now I've draw a bow this circle or this cylinder at the center. If I want to review the inside, show the inside, come to section, section it. On the section using the front plane, I say okay. You make it normal. Now you have seen the inside. This is what section is all about in engineering. Section means you draw a part, section it, or draw a section part, reveal the inside of that part. If you want to go off from that to see the hole, click it, click by the section icon to go back there. Now you want to see your view in different, that is view orientation. You want to see your view in different parts. The shortcut to that is space bar, or you can come to that view orientation icon, click on it. If you want to view the top, you click that top, it will open to you. Want to see the front, this is the front, you click that front, or you simply use your space bar. Space bar provide that option as a shortcut. You want to see it from this side to show you. Want to see the isometric, click the space bar, click this isometric, it will show you. Now this is a view style. How do you want your part to be viewed? If you click on this view style, if you want to check the wireframe of this style, a lecturer must have taught you in your CadCam class the wireframe and the solid view feature. You want to see the wireframe, see the inside, or show the skeletal picture of your view or your model. Come to that wireframe, you see it. Want to see this other part, the feature with hidden line visible, you check it, the line are visible. Check this other part, the hidden line remove, check on it. Now you have the outer part showing only the lines on it of that cylinder. You want to check this for now. This is the smoother appearance. You want to check if you design any of your part, if you've done with your part, the finishing aspect, just like in engineering. When you are fabricating or manufacturing a part, you start from one process to another till the finishing surface. The finishing surface is how your part will finally, the appearance your part will finally look like. So that part, this view style, this one, this shaded appearance give us access to see our model in a finishing aspect. Now you want to show it with the edges you draw, you can show it like this. Now you come to this other tool. You want to give you access to how to view your planes, how to position, locate an origin to different tools are found here. Temporary houses, have a point, how to sketch, You find them here. Now you want to color your model. Color your model. You can come to this appearance and add a color to your design. If you click on it, you wait for the color palette to come on. This is the color palette. You can select any part from any color you select, your model will change. Any color you select, your color will change. Any color you choose, your model will change. Now you can try to view in different way, view it in transparent way, view it in standard way, shiny or dull area. Let's go with standard. If you are choosing the color of your choice, you now say okay. You now say okay. Now this other part is apply scene. Apply scene means to change the color of the background of this graphical area. You can simply click here. You click on it, it will give you access to different color. Yeah, if you want to change it, my background have changed. Click on it, my background have changed. Click on any other one, my background will definitely change. Click on any one again. Click on this black one. See, my background have changed. Any background you want, you check from here. So Solidwork is very flexible, like I told you. But anything you think, the designing things, you look well, you must have a part or a tool that will give you access to model your part very well. This one, if you want to this view setting, come you click on it. Click on it. If you want to cast a shadow of your model, you click on it. Click on your model. Yeah, to show a shadow, cast a shadow behind it. So to cast a shadow, and not cast a shadow. Supposed to cast a shadow. The effect. If you click on it, it will appear. Want to show it the perspective, view the perspective, show the perspective aspect, you show it there. Now that is the extent in this tutorial video. Now to go over again, I told you this view, this panel or this menu is called a drop down menu. Drop down menu because you click on it, it will give you access to different parts in Solidwork which you want to select any part from inside to make effect your changes to your drawing. You can check. Here is the standard toolbar. Standard toolbar comprises of all these tools here. Have a view tools here, view menu here. Now is the command manager. Command manager is the main toolbar. Just like toolbox, you are a mechanic, you have a toolbar where you go to pick your different tools to work on any part of your work. You have access to sketch. When we start our proper exercise, you know how to use all this extrude boss, revolve boss, swept, lofted boundary boss, extrude cut, hole wizard, and the light swept cut, scale, how to lofted cut, dome, fillets, and the light linear pattern. Everything reads all here. When we start our exercise in our next tutorial, we'll get access to that. So here is called a command manager. Here is a feature manager. Like I told you, anything you do to your graphical area, all the parts, all the feature you have put on your design, they will all show you sequentially. The one we started with is started with a sketch of here. Solidwork is very flexible that if you design a part, you will have give you that chance to edit your sketch. Assuming I want to edit the diameter of my cylinder, I'll come back to that first feature we made on that page. You come to this plus, click on that plus, give you access to the sketch, the first sketch you made. You click on it, you come to edit sketch. You want to edit a plane, edit sketch plane, suppress, roll back, make normal, zoom, hide. Assume you want to hide that portion, you hide it there. Now we want to edit our sketch. You click this edit sketch, make it normal. Now I want to edit this sketch. Now I want to put 50 rather. I want to reduce my cylinder. edited it. Now say okay. Now say okay. Now we have reduced our cylinder. So Solidwork is very flexible indeed, that to give you access to edit your sketch. To edit your sketch, you come to that feature manager. Feature manager will give you access to that. This extrude core, if you want to edit it to, you also come to the sketch. You click edit. You click on that. So that is all on this tutorial video. Now you can also get access to the shortcut. Let me give you a shortcut. These are all the shortcuts. You go over it again and again. You know how to use your shortcut. These are the shortcut command to your Solidwork environment. So that is all in this introductory part. Now you have not saved your part. You design, you must be able to save. Solidwork is very flexible and is very good, so that if you are designing a part, it will remind you after 20 minutes. It will remind you after 20 minutes that your model or your part or your work or your document has not been saved for the part for at least 20 minutes. So you will be able to, as you start your sketch, you must save first. To save, if you have not saved, that's why you have it as stated. I'll click save. I want to save my document. Save anywhere I want to save it. I want to save it in desktop. I can click desktop. You want to make a folder of it and say Solidwork practice. Solidwork practice. Here you want to save it. You double click on it and can name your part. The parts you are designing. Design a cylinder. I name it cylinder and now say okay. So your part has been saved. If you save it, you see the name has appeared, cylinder. So Solidwork is very flexible. Follow us in our next tutorial for more when we start our exercise. Thank you for watching, but do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching.